Establishing battlefield control. Stand by.
Hey people, Five Aces here, and the winds of war are blowing strong indeed. That's right, have you recognized the map layout yet? Yep, it's Red Alert's own Warwind. A total conversion to Shattered Paradise, albeit in a slightly more post-apocalyptic setting, and also covered in snow, so who knows what 200 years of iron storms did to the geography and the local flora and fauna here. But we're gonna arrive out to find out. First off, this is played on a new patch that just is hot off the press, just released yesterday, and this match was played yesterday as well, so brand new patch, brand new game. So before we gloss over the changes, because there are lots of them, let's introduce our players and factions. Our combatants for the night are, in perfect snow white, sky white camouflage, it is TheChosenOne as GDI. And in the right hand corner, spawning as the mutants or as the Forgotten, it is Windawz. That's going to be an awesome matchup. We're seeing already some Marauders being rally pointed and an Engineer towards the bottom oil well, the Tiberium well. And on the conversely, we're seeing on the top side the Marines going for the top Tiberium well, which is gonna prove to not yield any early engagements. But in early engagements, this is super interesting, by the way, because the Marines are stronger stat-wise, and they also don't have secondary abilities. But the Marauders of the Forgotten can actually bunker down. Like, you remember the GIs in Red Alert 2, that's exactly what they can do as well. I don't think it buffs their rate of fire or anything, or the DPS, but it buffs the defenses by a considerable margin. And I don't know if they can be crushed in that state, but maybe they can. So prove me wrong on that one. Anyway, so what are the changes in the new patch? First off, the mutants have gotten a huge buff because they're now having demo truck voiceovers by none other than myself. Which is pretty awesome. I'm going to showcase them on stream, maybe. No, but seriously, they've gone through a lot of iterations, but now they found their spot, I believe. And they've also gotten the tunnel logic now, which means I hope we're going to see some tunnel play. It just works the same way that it does in Generals. You can place tunnels anywhere on the map, and you can put a maximum of, I think, 15 units here into the tunnels. They are able to squeeze into those sparsely ventilated tunnel shafts, and you can pop them out at any given location at any given time with no cooldown. The only downside here is nice engagement. The only downside is that the tunnels cost you. They're basically undefended. They're unlike unlike GLA's tunnels, they're not armed. But otherwise, they're a super amazing mobility tool. Yeah, some scouts here. Marauders being picked off, crawling. Welp. Marauder lives don't matter, it seems. And conversely, the GDI have gotten some interesting changes as well. We're gonna go over them as they come. They also the Chosen One just decided to incorporate some medics into this composition early on. Just makes it that much tankier against Tier 0. Oh, also the Marauder, as you can see here. The Forgotten have the secret faction bonus that you can actually rally point your infantry into the Tiberium and not be adversely affected. Quite the contrary, they heal on Tiberium, which is, I think, a really interesting perk. Because you can, with a single Marauder, you can just lure the enemy forces into engaging into a Tiberium field, which is something they never wanted. If you're lucky enough, you not only win the engagement, but you'll also manage to spawn a couple, like, Visceroids or Tiberium Fiends in the enemy's backlines, which is super annoying. But hey, we're gonna see enough about that. We're gonna see an amphibious APC, probably prepping for a Phalanx Trooper drop. That's right, Phalanx Troopers coming online, and we've also seen a relocation of the original Carniarch by the Chosen One, so we're already off to really divergent builds. And the Marauders have bunkered down. This is super annoying. You can't really engage into this unless you've got lots more infantry than your opponent. Looks a bit like they're stealthed like snipers, but no, they're not. It's just that they've taken all the scrap from the grounds and attached it to themselves, like a little scrap magnet. And we have a 5 Phalanx Trooper drop. Wow, that's actually pretty potent. And on the other side, yes, we're seeing the first tunnel network by Windawz, and also radar tech already online. This is sick. This is some sick play. Windawz has gone super defensive, but he's opted for 3 bunkers. What the hell? Depends on how many Tiberium Fiends are in there. This is the most defensive play I've ever seen in my life. That's like the equivalent of opening up with 3 gun turrets in Red Alert. That's something I've never seen anyone do before. And it's gonna be really good here, depending on how many Tiberium Fiends he's got inside those bunkers. Yeah, quite a chunk. The amphibious APC already taking a lot of chunk damage before it can find and deploy and undeploy its troops. Also, undeploying on Tiberium. This is just gonna be constant damage over time. Is he gonna get a harvester? Let's see. First harvester being pulled back to the refinery. Oh, it's gonna be so close. Yes, sir. Forgotten cannon, basically gun turret now being deployed. And it's super bad against infantry, as you can see here. Yeah, you want the other one. What's it called? Oh no! That's the thing. I think the Forgotten don't actually have anti-infantry defenses, but they've got super cheap bunkers to compensate. So here we're seeing a quad cannon and skirmisher push. Skirmishers are tier 2 infantry. Light artillery is what I'd say. And the quad cannons, you know them from generals. You know those guys. Hell yeah. Just blasting things with their quad cannons there. Also just leaving a civilian, helpless civilian behind to burn out in the Tiberium. Probably gonna turn into a fiend. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to watch this. Oh, this is sick play. The carry-all has been incorporated into Windawz's build order. So he can now expand safely because it's got a better line of sight than the MCV does. And he's also going to be able to just pull the MCV out of danger should the need arise. So where does that leave us? There's a second war factory up for the Chosen One, who is apparently evil now, that is playing GDI, according to his clan tag there. His other clan tag being SP. And this is a super annoying thing. Oh wow, the Montauk is here. Don't think you can do anything with it, it's just a prop. This is super annoying because if you camp on this side of the ore, you're systematically denying ore access to your opponent, at least on this side. Your opponent is forced into expanding south. And if you can then clamp it down... Oh yeah, here's the second tunnel network. Allows for rapid deployment and rapid transportation. So anyway, the earlier drop got cleaned up despite the cannons being notoriously trash against infantry. Couple wounded harvesters being left in the wake, but that's nothing to scoff at, nothing to write home about. And the tunnel network is still empty, but it's gonna get filled in the future, I guess. Like 4 or 5 units in there. Alright, that's gonna be the first push. And this time around, we're gonna have quads and quad skirmishers and Tiberium Fiends. I like this composition because most of the enemy composition is armor. Also, these are anti-armor units, so these rifles are basically the only line of defense that he has against infantry. So a really vehicle-centric build here from the Chosen One. Interesting. Also, we're up to tier 2 here, but do we see... Yeah, there's raid attack. There's raid attack for the Chosen One. Also, service depot, so double attack is online. Nah, quad cannons putting up a big fat nope, fuck you, towards the jump jet troopers, and that's pretty insane. I didn't know that jump jet troopers could get healed by the medics. Yeah, that's perfect. Titans moving forward, just destroying... Oh, by the way, projectiles got added. You can see the projectiles of the Titans beams. They look so sick here. If they're fired... Look at this. Even those tracers. This looks so cool. So yeah, he needs to send in the jump jets right now. Oh, and he can also crush the Tiberium Fiends because they're basic anti-armor units. Armor tanks starting to appear. I really don't know why he's being this idle. He should send forward his riflemen or the marines. Yeah, there we go, the crushes. That's the perfect composition though from Windawz, who is easily able to dispatch most of the Titans here. 5th Titan falling. Yeah, that's gonna be so costly. 5 Titans down, a armor tank to boot. Now that the marines have arrived, it's time to bail it. Time to book it here, time to bail. Good hustle. So yeah, the jump jets have been idle. Interestingly enough, a tangent I wanted to go on about is that they can be healed mid-air by medics. I just imagine like a medic tossing them a med pack. Here you go, buddy. Those medics have a really strong throwing arm, it seems. Those guys are hovering in the air quite a couple meters. So yeah, where does that leave us? The carry-all is moving back. What is he going for now? Oh, he's got another mutant MCV, which is his 3rd one. If he manages to lock down the bottom right or bottom left expansion, he's gonna be in a stellar spot. Look at how sick those look. I mean, the animations are still a bit janky or non-existent, but it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Tunnel network is being filled up. So those armies are always deceptively small because mutant armies, you think, okay, he's only got those... Oh, chuggers. He's only got those couple infantry, right? Yeah, the rest are just waiting in silence in the tunnel network. So really nice for deceptive plays here. Oh god. All the Tiberian Fiends, just book it. You can't do anything here, guys. That's not your finest hour there. That's just a throwaway. That's like Windawz making a little subscriber giveaway. Take your Tiberian Fiend right now. Offer for the first limited 20 shoutouts in chat. Oh, this is so sick. He's moving forward to the secondary expansion, which is the natural. He didn't deploy a refiner there though, so that's interesting. What is that? That's Slavic. Okay, some campaign units there. Pretty cool. Being highlighted by the Chosen One as well. But they don't do anything, just props. Oh, and we're up to tier 3. I'm seeing the first Orca Bomber. The Orca Bombers have, I think, received a serious buff. And they actually do significant AoE to just about anything there. Problem is there's literally only anti-air. Tiberian Fiends? Anti-air. Quad Cannons? More anti-air. Well, it's easy if they just move away. Oh, they're shredding the Kanyard. They've got a second pass here. What are they going for? Oh, the cluster bomb's just barely missing the target. And this is going to be a construction yard down for the Chosen One, who is undeployed. No, who is sold out just in time to not give the kill bounty over, but it's still bad conduct here. So the Orca Bombers just need to rearm, and in the second salvo they can easily finish off the Kanyard. Wow, okay. We're seeing the entire tech tree. I would love to see the entire arsenal. I love seeing those high-tech games. Alrighty, Orcas are back patched up. And fully armed. Oh, the Texer is so exposed though. I would really like to see a rally point towards the south from the Chosen One. Mammoth tanks are starting to appear. Hell yeah. But no, not much infantry production from the likes of how I'm seeing things so far. There are a couple Lynx tanks in the tunnel networks here. So this might be a transition back to tier 1. Lynx tanks are basically light tanks. Super flimsy armor. Pretty decent, but... Oh, the Chargers are gonna make mincemeat out of the infantry there. That's mostly Tiberian Fiends. They're expensive and they don't trade well versus infantry. Yikers. Oh, this is just a do or die move here. He needs to just entrench his Marauders. Just press F on the Marauders. Give them that extra armor. And the light tanks, the Lynxes here, just can't trade versus the Mammoth. Look at the Mammoth just soaking up so much DPS. It's not even falling there. This is a... wow, what a waste. Southern expansion, though, is going to be under fire, under siege. And there's going to be significant DPS against those two Mammoth tanks. Now the skirmish, the Tiberian Fiends are significantly more potent than Lynx tanks are against the Mammoth tank. So I think they're able to take the engagement there. As long as the Mammoth tank doesn't kite back. Let's see. Oh, there's an Orca strafe ready. Oh wait, those are Orca fighters. Actually good versus, they're good as anti-vehicle. Okay, the two bombers are coming in, and in comes the Disruptor in conjunction with the Orca bombers, easily able to dispatch of this push here. The line damage on the Disruptors. Okay, so just a couple words on how they're working. Super interesting mechanics here. We've got the Irradiator MRLS as well, being taken under fire by the jump jets though, and aren't actually going to be falling in just a couple seconds. Irradiator is more anti-AoE, so the Irradiator's oh, he's escaping into the tunnel network. Peace out. Right. That's something you can use those tunnel networks for. Just juking damage is so significant. Even you're protected. It's even blast proof. You're protected against demo trucks in this bitch. This bad boy. Oh, Disruptors rolling forward. So Disruptors have line damage, and what that means is that they're actually, if they're targeting something behind the primary target, or behind the secondary target is going to take the full damage as well, which you probably can see in a couple seconds. So many flag stations being wasted. Yikes. Yeah, you can see it here. It's focusing the Kanyard, but the flag station is taking damage at the same rate here. And this is going to be an easy wipe on the Kanyard. No undeploy. Oh my goodness, Windawz has been a bit idle here. He should have just sent it to the carry-all, because the Disruptor just lacks anti-air. But it was busy pushing topside, which is going to be deflected by just two Juggernauts. Two Juggernauts and a Titan. The focus fire not very good here from Windawz. Okay, he's still got a bit left in his tank here, but no anti-infantry. As you can see here, those Marines are just trading so well. In come the Orcas for a strafe. Oh, there is another one where that came from. Yeah! Okay, he's gonna lose those 2 bombers, but it's so worth it. We're seeing... Wow! We're even seeing counter tier 3, the Falcons. Ooh. The gases might actually claim the Juggernaut, but nope. That's a big nope from me. And the Mammoth tank is still standing strong here. Mammoth tanks, I think, can kill up to 3 or 4 Lynx tanks, as long as there is no Tiberian Fiend support. So what a game here. We're having a blast. What's the mission right there? The carrier got destroyed, that's unfortunate. There is a Forgotten Hall, which is basically tier 3 for them. And we're up to 2 Falcons. Those are super mobile and they release a poison cloud. They've got a primary blast, which is just, I guess, AoE. And then they've got a poisonous residual gas. I guess it's supposed to be Tiberium. So the Chugger is gonna be super good. Ooh, yikes. They're not as oppressive as the artilleries in a Red Alert, though, I give them that. They just kill infantry occasionally. Still, though, this is gonna be a good trade. Yeah. This is gonna be the Juggernauts with the line of sight support from... Wait a sec. How does he have line of sight anyway? Wait. The jump jets are not here. Jump jet is not at home. Alright, there's another carry-all one like that. Falcon can't trade any, can't do anything here, but there's lots of Tiberian Fiends just deflecting the jump jets. And we've got another strike from the Falcon. It's gonna go down, but still good hustle. Good hustle there. Getting rid of the Juggernaut was definitely worth it. And now the skirmishers are having free reign because there's no actual artillery. It just needs line of sight support. What can you get? Wait, there's a demo truck. Hell yeah. They will remember the forgotten. Oh, I love it. The demo truck with the carry-all. This is gonna be a sick play. What the hell? Hell yeah. Gentle, this is her maiden voyage. Oh yeah, that's gonna be so good. End of the line. Oh, well, it was a bit underwhelming because there was not much infantry. And most of the Orca fighters just survived on a pixel of health. Still though, what a flashy play. Look at all those craters. Oh, the line has been drawn here. We've escalated to phase 3 to thermonuclear warfare. And I'm loving it. The expansion is back up for TheChosenOne right now. He's trying to claim, he needs eco. He's desperately claiming his expansions here. He's got lots of Orca fighters that are super wounded, but he needs to patch them up. Yeah, 3 jump jets, come on. This might take a while. Harvesters have pretty solid armor against this. The Tiberium vacuum cleaners, by the way. And those, I swear to God, they look like they're holding a 6-pack. Look at this. They're having a 6-pack. I swear to God. That's like a 6-pack of beers in on the back of the truck. Oh, Disruptors are still here. I don't know if this is a good idea. The Lynx tanks against Mammoths and Disruptors. No, sir. No, sir. So one thing that's interesting is that the Disruptor is now tracking targets, which they didn't do in the original, and that was their weakness. So maybe they need a slight nerf in that they can't track their targets anymore. Which, as you can see here, Disruptors are super good against moving targets in this right now. Oh wow, an unload of the tunnel networks that's exclusively Tiberian Fiends. That's gonna be pretty decent against this all-armor composition, if he keeps him moving. Okay, I wanna see the micro here. I wanna see the micro. Really good so far. Just avoiding the shots from the Chugger. He should focus down the Chugger. It's his only threat. Wow. The kiting, the hit and run is so good right there. Oh, he kills another? No. Should kill the kite. Yeah, that's good. Wolverines, that's a back tech to tier 0 as well. From Wolverine. God damn it. From TheChosenOne. Back to Wolverine series. Yeah, Tiberium Well is still standing strong. And in comes the carry-all with another MCV push. I'm really loving it. That's his 4th. No, he's moved the original MCV. Alright, fair enough. But he's gonna have so much eco to play around with, because let's look at the stat tab. And I really want to see the incomes is the graph I'm most interested in. Wow, that's bugged. Eco, there we go. TheChosenOne is ahead by 10k. They've earned, Windawz has earned more though. TheChosenOne has killed more. So this is gonna be a juicy target. 4 harvesters here and no defenses, just nothing. He doesn't even have a defense prepped right now. just building a couple of power plants. This is gonna be a field day. So, the one thing I want to see him deploy here is a tunnel network. If he just deploys the tunnel network, sends in all his troops, he can go for a super cheap all-in and move out again without any risk. Yes! This is brilliant. Only it's empty. It would be slightly more brilliant with units inside. Just a little PSA there. No, but seriously, this is good play. And I don't think it's been revealed, no. So the Chosen One is not gonna know what hit him. This is gonna hit him out of left field. Oh! That was the load up. Hell yeah, 15 Tiberian Fiends in your Eureka lines. And they can actually stay in the Tiberium. I love when you can do this against GDI or anyone who takes Tiberium damage for that matter. Oh. Yeah, the MCV has to book it. Hightail it out of there. That's an Orca Fighter. You don't want to have the Orca Fighter here. That's a pretty bad spot to be in for an Orca. Oh, but the Bomber. Can he get the money shot? Can he get the money shot on those 15, what are they called? Tiberian Fiends? Looking good so far. Oh, first salvo taking a chunk out of the army. Second salvo coming in. Woo. Pretty spicy. That's like 2.5k of acid. What is this? Okay, those are, what are they called? Tyrants. Alright, the Tyrants seem to be buffing their own units. Like, look at the speed buff. Must be a rate of fire buff as well, I guess. But these guys, disclaimer, I've never used them. Disclaimer, I'm shit with the Forgotten, except I love battle buses. Okay, so let's see how significant the rate of fire bonus is here. Can he activate this by pressing the F key? I don't know. I think it's like you press the F key and anything in your radius is gonna get buffed. It's like my idea of how it works. Oh, in comes the buff. Big buff has been deployed. Holy shit, that's a rate of fire increase and a half. Look at this. Look at those bad boys go. I think they could actually take down the refinery and maybe the tech center. Tech center would be a sick snipe here with those sick Tyrants. He's got another one. He can deploy another one. Oh, Orca Bomber though. Oh, the AoE just blasting its way. Orca Bombers blasting their way through this. There is another push here. This is mechanical units only. I don't like this mech unit only doctrine. Oh, he can escape into the tunnel network. That's so sick. Look at this big chunky MCV just fitting into... This is like one of those pocket magic tricks. And it's gone. Hell yeah. I love this play by Windawz here. Just saving his MCV. And he can redeploy it anywhere he likes where he's got tunnel network. This would even be a good target, like deploying it here maybe. There's disruptors in the area, but so a vehicle-only doctrine almost being employed here by Mr. TheChosenOne. And so far we've seen pretty good play against this by Windawz, just with his backline attacks. Yeah, there is another. The expansion is back though. So the only Conyard, the only MCV that hasn't been updated in terms of graphics is the GDI one. I would really like to see an update there. Just an upgraded version of the GDI Conyard. Yeah, there's nothing much in terms of defense here. So this might actually be Windawz against the ropes because this one queen can't hold him. This queen can't hold you down, buddy. Can't hold it down for you. He's going for mass mutant helipads right now. Does he have the float to back it up? Yeah, it's got 6k and the Chosen One is broke. So he's gonna have a bit of time to play with. That's so smart by the Chosen One. Targeting down the tunnel network. Alright. A little bit of a rate of fire and movement speed buff here for the Tiberian Fiends, but still can't catch up to an Orca. Those guys are like the most mobile units in the game. No, I guess that title goes to the Falcon. The Falcons are actually insane, like, they would get whiplash. Ooh! Falcons would get whiplash just from how much they're spinning around. I would need to show you one if they're idle. Can't find one right now. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. He's deployed a super weapon, but he's really light on the armor right now. He doesn't have any armor. Yeah, there he goes. Look at this. Those guys are gonna get whiplash just from idling. Holy hell. Oh! Wow, the crash of the double super weapons here. So, a couple of words about the super weapons. This is the Mother Wayne Hole, and it's like the tier 1 super weapon. It's like the Chronosphere or the Iron Curtain. This is just annoying. It's a nuisance more than anything. But if you don't take care of it, it's going to be super nasty because of what that does. Uh-oh, there's going to be a big all-in push. I think that's most of the mechanized forces for the Chosen One. knocking on the door. We'll see 4 knocking at your door. A couple Falcons have released their bombs, but not super good against heavy armor. Oh, down goes the tunnel network. No more instant reinforcements. So, yeah, anyway, I'm gonna talk about the super weapons after this. There is gonna be a lot of Tiberian Fiends, and they need to focus fire down the Mammoth tanks, because those are lethal. Lethal to infantry. Wolverines as well. And as soon as he's dealt with the Wolverines, I think the rest is not that dangerous against infantry anymore. Oh, lots of quad cannons have been safely stored away in a tunnel network, I guess. Coming soon to a tunnel network near you. Oh, he has to engage into close range with the Juggernauts. That's nasty. But the quad cannons, all the infantry is gone, but the quad cannons are trying to pressure away the Juggernauts, which is going to fail miserably if you're going to get 1 here for their trouble. But the Mammoth tank is allowed to rain freely against all of those. There is 5 Orca bombers. Oh my goodness, I think this is going to spell the end here. Good hits from the Falcons, but as you can see, they're just not that potent versus vehicles. He needs to go inside minimum range. Oh, he needs to go inside minimum range. Juggers have minimum range, and it's actually the biggest counter to them is just homing in. There are irradiators. I don't think they're gonna cut the mustard here against this only mechanized army composition. Ooh, this is just gonna be free picks. Look at how they're dying in the AoE. This is nasty. Juggers at least are getting low. Wow, the Tiberian poison has actually dealt with them. And Emerless versus Juggernaut, who's gonna win? Neither. I win. I win as a caster. Because I got to cast this epic moment of artillery units engaging each other in melee range. Yeah, look at it. Another Falcon pilot dying from whiplash here. Alrighty. That's Marauders. I still feel the need for more Tiberian Fiends there. They're good against literally everything that is being brought to the plate by the Chosen One. Literally all he needs is Tiberian Fiends. All of them. And the all-in maneuver hasn't worked yet. Wow, that's a 40-second cooldown left on the vein hole. So I think that gives me time to talk a bit about those. The vein hole is gonna spawn, well, a vein hole, you guessed it right. But what this actually does is it spawns like 3 instances, and you have to focus fire those down because they're constantly gonna produce eggs, and from those eggs they're gonna hatch crabs. And for anyone who's ever had an STD, crabs are not pleasant, as we all know. Kappa Pride. No, seriously though, those crabs, they're just gonna transfer their STDs to everything in range, and they're uncontrollable though, so you can't actually target them directly. You just target where the vein hole spawns, and then madness ensues.
Warning.
Oh, super weapon has been launched. That's the vein hole right there. There is like 3 instances, and they're really hard to spot. There's 1, 2, 3. There's a 4th one. Okay, it's 4, I guess. They're constantly gonna spew forth those crab eggs, and those crabs are gonna be nasty, which we're gonna see in just a second. Really depends. Nice catch by the buffed up Tiberian Fiends. Hell yeah. They've been souped up by the Tyrant right there. I love it. Oh, the Tyrants with the shock collars. Oh yeah, so the Chosen One needs to deal with this infestation, and you need to target down the vein holes. I think he's committing a mistake here because he has targeted down the crabs and the eggs. He needs more defenses. Oh my goodness, dropping a dropship bay. That's like the tier 1 super weapon for GDI. Alright, and the Meditation Hall is the way more dangerous one of the two, because it provides you with an Ion Storm every, I think, 5 or 6 minutes. Wow, it's online in only 1 minute. These souped up Tiberian Fiends, holy shit. They're doing a number on anything. Anything that moves there. Wow, that's nasty. So, yeah, the Chosen One has got the crabs. He's got a nasty case of the crabs, and no doctor will be able to provide the medication there. Medication that has to be administered is swift punishment against the vein holes. You need to focus fire them down, otherwise they're just gonna overrun you. So one nasty thing you can do is deploy the vein hole somewhere where your opponent doesn't scout it, and all of a sudden he's just gonna have a constant stream of crabs, an influx of crabs coming in there. Oh, nice! The queen has laid some eggs as well. It's a bit too close for comfort though. That's 7 mammoth tanks. Jesus Christ! I don't think this souped up army can actually deal with that. Let's see though. Let's see. Yeah, no. There's just too many forces, and I don't think he's got an answer against those mammoth tanks. You can't engage them with air units. You can't engage them with infantry. Yeah, and just biding his time, whittling away with the crabs might be his best choice. Jesus, look at the crabs. Would you look at this? And I think it's not only crabs. They also spawn other random shit like visceroids. Sometimes Tiberian fiends. Yeah, more crabs coming online. What's this? What's this? Oh my goodness. Is this what I think it is? Hell yeah! That's the Mammoth MK2 arriving on the battlefield. 30 minutes in, we're finally gonna have a hard counter to everything on the field right there. Sorry, got my hotkeys mixed up. On the north-western front, everything seems to be calm and quiet. The quiet before the storm, because we still got 3 disruptors there. Highly decorated ones as well. 4 actually. Those are just merged together, I guess. Yep, that's 4. Anyway, wow, after this crazy engagement... Wait a sec, where did the mammoths... I missed it, the Iron Storm has killed the mammoth tanks. It must have been the Iron Storm because it's on cooldown right now. And it didn't chunk the... Oh, that's unlucky. Because it's not actually announced all that well, but wow. That must have killed all the mammoth tanks. And now there's an MK2 on the field. How do you deal with this? Does he have the time to wait for another one? Oh, one of the main holes actually didn't get destroyed. So the MK2 really needs to make it work there. Yeah, look at this bad boy. Turning around, trying to focus fire the Wayne hole now. Yeah, this is no longer. Problem is... Oh wait, the Wayne hole got deployed again? Where? Oh shit, on the secondary base. And they're about to kill the tech center as well. Wow, this super weapon bonanza. Wait, do those tyrants actually have anti-air? I never built them. That's interesting. Okay, so the MCV has been pushed away. We're actually killed.
The super weapon has been launched.
Super weapon has been launched. That's the Helldiver drop by... Wow, okay. That has been the Helldiver drop by GDI. And what that does, it just deploys a fully functional infantry squad into wherever you'd want it to. There is another MCV. Falcons are gonna be able to deal with this swiftly, but they wasted all their ammo. They didn't split the DPS. And thus, the Mother Wayne hole is gonna fall very briefly, very momentarily, unless the crushes are really good. By the way, those jump jet infantry, they come pre-landed. Yeah, you can get them into the air. That's so smart here. TheChosenOne playing an absolutely insane game here. So the anti-air, yeah, shock troop, tyrants are actually anti-air. But it's been super good that he has lifted them off the ground to get at least, if not the meditation hall, at least the consolation prize in form of the Mother Wayne hole. Oh my goodness. TheChosenOne is just gonna get torn apart by those crabs here. A big crab infestation. Always check up with your doctors. I should send the disruptors, really. Ooh, Eagle Guards are coming online. Not gonna do anything against the crabs though, because they're strictly anti-armor and anti-high tier units. Yeah, no, against the Mother Wayne hole, you really need good focus fire, because you need to target down the Wayne holes themselves. You can spot them by the means of seeing like the infestation. They're always in the middle of the infestation, right here. See the infestation? Just click over there, mouse over this, and that's the Wayne hole. Oh my goodness, so much havoc. Havoc all across the board. The disruptors are finally going in. Their line damage is just gonna wipe the floor with this base. This is something you should have done a long time ago. Eagle Guards as well. This harvester is not gonna drop its load. Oh, well, spoken too soon. They can drop their load while they're stunned. Interesting. Okay, but that's a Vet 3 disruptor now, and this is gonna murder bases. So it's not looking so good for Windawz anymore. He's redeployed to the south, but the eco is in shambles as well, and Tier 3 and Tier 2 are just falling. What is TheChosenOne doing here? He must not have the resources currently to tackle this, but this is so important. I think that's his only helipad too. Jesus Christ! How do you even do this? Oh, all his fighters are out of ammo, fighters out of ammo, bombers out of ammo. That's the complete base wipe. Just by crabs. Death by crabs. That's one of the saddest ways to go. Yeah. And in a video game too. Yikers. At least he's dealt with this, so I think he should push in with the Disruptor. Disruptor plus Mammoth Tank can wipe the floor with this army. There is nothing much here, and the tunnel network is empty too. Wow, a big tier 0 push though from Windawz with a couple tier... Oh, another Helldiver drop. Is he gonna get the Meditation Hall? Wait a sec, this drops an Eagle Guard too. This might be after you've got tier 3 unlocked that they're dropping one Eagle Guard. That's sick. Eagle Guard, Phalanxes, jump jets, Marines, medics. This is just everything. The all-in-one package. Hell yeah. Order now. Get your free Eagle Guard right there. Call 1-800-FUCK-Tiberium. Wow, this is insane. Just taking the Iron Storm out of the equation is such a big deal. And getting a couple power plants as well. This is sick play. Now all he needs to do is scout for the Mother Rain Hole and finally deal with this infestation. This has gone on for way too long. The Vein Hole is still there. Oh, by the way, if he opts to go that route... Wait, that's a grab, yeah. If he opts to fight his way through there, they're actually neutral. So they actually try killing your own units. So don't ever spawn those close to your base. Here's the PSA I want to give you. Oh, the MK2, the Walker of Doom. But it's being focus fired, it's being targeted down by the Tiberian Fiends. I don't think it can last here. No, that's way too much firepower. Tiberian Fiends just have such sick anti-armor. Trying for the crushes, would have better suited. They also have line damage. So he would have been better suited just targeting down the backline Tiberian Fiends. But hey, that's a massive push onto the main base of the Chosen One. Right there, everything is souped up. The buffed up Tyrant's buffing up the entire army. The souped up army just blowing this to smithereens. Oh my goodness, all those are empty. But he does no! That's super smart. The crashes are gonna provide him with so much AoE against infantry. That's actually really worth it. Orca fighters are super cheap, I think 1200. Oh! Oh, that's gonna be a nice one. Nasty hits against the infantry squads. Super intelligent play by the Chosen One, but can he recover? He is on 1.5 bases. Soon to be 1. Finally got this helipad back up, and the only thing that can save him right now is the dropship bay. It's also a production structure of some sort, so I see him building something from there, which he just cancelled. Wait, he's out of power too. This just sucks. This sucks for the Chosen One. His only super weapon is not taking down any longer because he doesn't have the power right now. And this souped up army is just here to stay, man. Some skirmishers, some marauders, something for everyone. I mean, light on the anti-armor for now because there's no more Tiberian Fiends left. But what does it matter? There is no war factory. There's just a couple Orca bombers, and what can they do really? They can halt the progress there. Jesus, what a savage game. I really don't think the Chosen One can recover from this. But, oh my goodness, this is just giving me a headache. Look at all those falcons dancing. The mating dance of the falcons has been completed. Forgotten Hostage standing, so... Wow, after the dust has settled, what an engagement and what a game here for Windawz especially. But we've seen sick play... Oh, scatter bombs! That's why cluster bombs are so good here in this game. Blasting their way through all of this. Yeah, now he has to fight the crabs. Rip, buddy. He has to deal with his own, the vein hole of his own making there. Another Roca Bomber. This is gonna be a good strafe. How much is he gonna kill? Second pass. Second pass, he could kill so many units. Yeah. Veterans is starting to appear on those. Oh my goodness, but the crabs have actually managed to kill the only helipad. This is so bad for the Chosen One. Rip the Chosen One. He really needs to deal with this. Just a couple gun turrets, like what are they called? The component towers? Guard towers? Oh no, Helldiver drop in 7 seconds. He needs to make this work. He needs to make a miracle work here. Maybe on this would be the smartest play. It has been launched. Yes! Yes, he has scouted the Mother Rain Hole. He's going for it. Oh my god, there's a demo truck! Yes! I love it. There is another demo truck just to finish this in style. the good old finishing move here. And a Ravager, I believe? Yeah. Oh my goodness, just blowing holes into the base. Ah, Ravager is really tanky. Gonna survive the blast as well. And down goes the Radar, finishing this one off with style. GG being called, another Tiberium infestation as well. This is sick mutant play from Windawz. So we've seen everything. We've seen his carry-all play with MCVs. We've seen carry-all plays with demo trucks. We've seen tunnel network plays time and over again. We've seen sick Tyrant plays. We've seen sick Vein Holes. And on the other side, we've seen Disruptors, which are currently, I believe, even a bit too good. But they couldn't salvage the game here. Just too much pressure coming out, especially from the Tiberium Vein Holes. You need such good focus fire to target those. Like, this is a visual clusterfuck. The most difficult thing is just finding them amidst this visual clusterfuck. Those mini Vein Holes are there, they're just the bane of my existence in the SP. Yeah, but fantastic game from both. I love that we've been seeing almost all of the tier 3 tech. We haven't seen Lyra. Maybe we haven't, she died. Because Lyra's a running joke. She's like the hero unit for the Forgotten, but she's a bit special. Anyway, we've seen the Walker, the MK2. It didn't do too much because there was just too much anti-armor. Should have just coupled it with an infantry push. And we've seen a vehicle-only doctrine almost from the Forgotten, the Chosen One, not the Forgotten One. Anyway, that's been a fantastic game. Look at all those Falcons. Falcon mating dance there. Dance party. Alright, that's sick games. Keep them coming, guys. As this patch is going to develop. And I'm going to stream next Tuesday, 6 p.m. UTC. Be there. We're gonna be in for some Shattered Paradise, as well as we've got some new community interaction tools, like, for example, a chatbot where you can place bets. Yeah, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. 40 minutes have passed and I haven't even noticed. Speaks for the quality of this game. Thank you. See you next time. 5 Aces out.
Battle control offline.